Once upon a time, in the magical kingdom of Lumina, fairies ruled the skies with light, laughter, and kindness. The fairy queen Lyra was the most powerful of them all. She wore a crown woven from moonlight and stars, and her wings shimmered like diamonds. She cared deeply for her people and kept their world bright and pure. But one dark evening, while the fairies danced under the silver moon, a sudden storm appeared. The clouds were not ordinary. They were filled with black smoke and dust, created by a wicked sorcerer named Morvac, who hated beauty and joy. He cast a spell that sent a blast of wind across Lumina. In that moment of chaos, the fairy queen lost her balance and fell from the sky. Instead of landing on soft grass or sparkling lakes, she tumbled down. Down into the human world, right into a giant garbage box behind an abandoned building. The queen tried to fly out, but the filth was heavy, and the sorcerer's dark spell made her wings weak. She was trapped. Back in Lumina, the fairies panicked. Without their queen, their kingdom's magic began fading. Flowers closed their petals, rivers stopped flowing, and stars dimmed. The bravest fairy of all, a young one named Lyra, stepped forward. "I will find our queen," she declared, "no matter how far I must go." The elders gave Lyra a glowing crystal. "This crystal will guide you to her, but beware, Morvac will try to stop you." Lyra nodded with courage and set off. The crystal's light guided Lyra through forests, across oceans, and finally into the human world. She followed its glow until she reached the abandoned city corner where the garbage box stood. From inside, she heard a weak but familiar voice whispering, "Lyre, help me." Her heart ached. She saw her queen trapped among broken bottles, torn paper, and rotten food. But just as Lyra prepared to rescue her, Morvac appeared, cloaked in shadows. "So, little fairy," he sneered, "you've come to save your queen. But garbage is where fairies belong. The human world has already forgotten magic. Soon, Lumina will fade forever." Lyra didn't lose hope. She raised her crystal, which shone like a star. "You are wrong, Morvac. Magic lives wherever there is hope and love." Morvac unleashed black smoke, wrapping around the garbage box like chains. Lyra flew swiftly, dodging his attacks. With courage, she pressed the glowing crystal against the garbage box. Suddenly, the filth began to dissolve into silver dust, freeing the queen. But Morvac roared and tried one last strike. The queen, though weak, rose and spread her wings. Together with Lyra, she combined her fading light with the crystal's glow. A burst of golden energy filled the air, shattering Morvac's dark magic. The sorcerer howled, turned into a puff of ash, and vanished. The fairy queen was saved. She smiled at Lyra, her wings slowly regaining their shine. "You have proven yourself, dear Lyra. Courage, kindness, and hope can overcome even the darkest magic." The fairies returned to Lumina, bringing their queen back to her throne. The kingdom bloomed again. Flowers opened, rivers sang, and the stars sparkled brighter than ever. Lyra was honored as the guardian of hope, and her bravery became a story told for generations. And so, the fairies learned that even if they fall into the darkest, dirtiest places, even into a garbage box, light and love can always lift them up again. The end.